Yo, what up, guys? Mooky here, and I'm back with another part of What If Izuku Was a Villain remake. This is part 3, and in the last part, I went over the season 2, with Izuku basically becoming that of a disciple of Stain in a way, so he can get him to join the League. However, Izuku was just using Stain to gain more members for the League of Villains, with soon Izuku began being known more and wide as Deku, with the supporters of Stain seeking out Izuku. But then Izuku basically telling Shigaraki that they owe everything to All for One. And not only that, they have to work together if they want to change this corrupt society that abandoned them. With that, the two put their differences aside, and now it's time for season 3. So with that said, let's get into this, shall we, guys? With the finals now finally ending, and Class 1A now getting ready for the, summer camp. Everyone in Class 1A wanted to try and relax and have some fun. First, everybody in Class 1A head to, the Dagobah Mall to gather the materials that they need for summer camp. However, Bakugo, Shoto basically didn't want to go. Shoto, mostly because he isn't really close to everyone in Class 1A. And no, he isn't going to go see his mother because, again, he didn't feel like he's earned that and all that. And also, as for Bakugo, he just doesn't want to waste his time with everyone in Class 1A. However, there's also another thing he has to look into as well. With that, everyone leaves for the day, especially Shinso, because he's meeting up with the team, actually. With soon Bakugo heading to the, cemetery. Then he heads to that of a tombstone, as it said Izuku Midoriya. Within looking at it, as he had that of a pissed off and that of a sad look on his face, would soon saying, "Damn it, Deku. Why? Why the hell did you have to die? I didn't want you. I didn't want you killing yourself. What the hell? You said that you wanted to become a hero so damn badly. Did you really want to give up that dream so easily? And your life too? What the actual hell?" With soon feeling frustrated as his palms began exploding with explosions. With soon he looks closer at the gravestone. As he looks around, he sees that there are a couple of flowers here as they look new at that. And not only that, the gravestone looks like it's been, cleaned as well. With soon him saying, "What the actual hell? I mean, of course, Deku's mom would probably be here, and these probably from her flowers, but there are way too many. If anything, it's like multiple people have been here." With soon thinking, "What the actual hell? Who the hell would care this deeply about this nerd other than his mom or as he was about to say himself, but keeps choking up, saying, "Damn it," and soon just walks off. Within, across the streets, with somebody in a hood and also wearing a mask, with then being another woman with silver hair, as it being both Izuku and Sarah. But soon she's saying, Isn't that your old childhood friend, Master Deku?" But soon Izuku saying, "Yeah, Kachan. Or I should just say Bakugo, actually. But to be honest, he was never my friend to begin with. He was the one who actually made me think I should kill myself after all. Not only that, he never actually cared about me deeply enough to stop. And is one of the main reasons why my life was a living hell. So personally, He's no friend of mine, and he never was. And at any rate, we should go. But soon, Sarah sang, as you wish. Soon creating a portal from her blades, and then leaving. Then, Izuku began spending time with his teammates, actually. Not only that, he gathered quite a bit of information on them thanks to Guren and also La Brava as well. With the two of them combined, he's gotten quite a bit of information. He knows about every single one of them, starting with that of Himiko Toga, as personally she's known to be the cause of constant bloody murders all across Japan. However, her personal background is that she used to be that of a normal junior high girl who basically had friends, went to school, she had decent grades, until one day, a student basically saw her stab her classmate and then drain her blood. With this, Izuku confronted Toga and asked about this, as she didn't mind basically explaining that she basically wanted to be like the very person that she admired. And not only that, she loves blood deeply. With soon, Izuku basically saying that there's more to it than just that. You were suppressing yourself so much to the point that you cracked, didn't you? But soon hearing this, Toga was actually wanting to stop and wanting to leave, but Izuku wouldn't allow that and basically confronted her about this. Within, she about to stab Izuku. However, Izuku basically caught her hand and put her close, saying that it was not her fault. It's how society's fault. Basically telling her to suppress the urges that she was feeling ever since as a kid. Due to that, it's society's fault, not hers. Instead of trying to help her in her blood urges, they just basically told her to suppress it. With this, Izuku couldn't help but want to help his comrade. But soon, Toga couldn't help but tear up. Within, she actually growing even more closer and closer to Izuku. To the point, however, Izuku didn't care about her that in a romantic way. All he just wanted to do was help out his subordinates so they would be more effective in missions. Helping them overcome their trauma would be a more effective and easier way. But then, starting with Twice and also Compress, the two people who aren't well bonded to Stain's will, actually. He knows about Twice's origin. It's basically a kid who lost both his parents in a villain attack, had to grow up on the streets until finding a job that actually supported him both room and board, all that. But with one small accident, basically ruined everything, causing him to become the very thing that took his parents, a villain, before losing his mind to his clones, to his own quirks. It's the reason why he begins to freak out and why he avoids taking a lot of damage. With this, Twice basically just wants to avoid thinking that he's not the original and avoid any chances of him, possibly dying. But then, Izuku basically stabs Twice in the shoulder. With soon, he begins screaming in agony before realizing that he's not disappearing. With soon saying, "There you go. You're the real you, Gene." With soon saying, You don't need to be afraid of yourself anymore. Afraid that you're not the original. Not only that, you don't need to feel like you're alone. Here in the league, you can be yourself all you want. We're not going to abandon you, my friend. But soon, removing his mask, showing a late 20-year-old basically about on the urge of crying tears of joy, thanking Izuku. But soon, Compress, he basically talks to Compress as well, with already knowing about his origins, but feeling like Compress wouldn't actually betray the League, actually. With knowing that he's basically the son of an iconic villain back in the day of, well, All For One and Destro. With that, he could... Compress basically just wants to be like his father. A man that basically enjoys his performances, but at the cost of making society burn as well. But soon, Izuku doesn't really see any problem of, well, trying to help him out because Compress is already himself. But then there's Spinner, who is loyal to Izuku to a fault given his relationship with Stain after all. However, Izuku wants to know why he follows Stain's ideas to a huge degree, but soon Spinner says that Stain was the one person that he feels like he honestly respects and looks up to. His ideas basically resonated with him, within wanting to become just like him, to become the echo of his vision, of his voice. With soon in finding out that that Deku is his successor, he will do anything that he asks of him, no matter what it is. But soon, Izuku placing a hand on his shoulder saying, if Stain was here, he would be glad to know somebody takes his ideas to a huge degree, such as you. With hearing this, Spinner is truly honored hearing this from Izuku. Then there goes the other members of the League, such as Mustard, Magne, and also Moonfish. With Mustard, he can tell he's a kid that basically despises the hero education system, and he can tell that he's the kind of person that wants to destroy it, possibly due to his quirk revolving around gas after all. With this, Izuku thinks that he'd probably be a good kid to work with a League, but he seems a little bit out of place as well. But tells him that the League will not betray him and judge him for his quirk. For Magne, well, he already knows that she's basically feeling like that of an outcast after all, and feeling like the League is the only place where she feels like she belongs too. For that, Izuku doesn't need to do anything too drastic, and basically tells her that the League will always have a place for her here, no matter what. As for Moonfish, well, he already knows about his dossier being that of a death row inmate and quite a wanted fugitive villain, and also known to be that of a cannibal. With Izuku thinking that this guy is going to be quite troublesome to deal with as an ally. He may listen to orders with no talk back, but it also makes him that of a wild card that he would lose control no matter what. Knowing this, he wants to make sure to get rid of him if he can in the next mission or so. But he doesn't want the others thinking that Izuku will just kill any one of them if, well, they seem problematic. Well, I mean, he did kill Muscular because they already knew he was quite problematic and wouldn't be hard to control and cooperate with. Moonfish, on the other hand, just seems like that of a mindless puppet, no different to that of a Nomu. For this, he needs people that would basically be good to work together and coordinate with one another, instead of just following orders without any hesitation, instead of just giving their own opinions as well. That's why Moonfish seems like that of a problem. Then there's the last newest member, that being Dabi, who has no criminal record, no crimes committed at this time, and not only that, not even giving out his real name. But soon getting quite curious about the somewhat burn-scarred villain, with saying that he follows Stain's ideals, but there's more to it than just following his ideas of killing fake heroes. With then thinking to himself that he almost seems familiar, especially his quirk. Then needing more information on Dabi, actually. The best way to do this is to check out his actions during the mission the next couple of weeks or so. Thinking about the mission, soon Izuku and Shinso are at the bar with Shigaraki and Kurogiri, but soon saying, "So, what's the plan, Master Tomura?" With soon saying, "We're going to threaten UA again, especially instead of just going after All Might. We're going after those kids from Class 1A. But soon, Shinso's eyes widening, saying, "Are you sure about that?" Within the hand-faced villain looking at the purple-haired teen. But then Izuku saying, "I have to agree with Shinso on that. Last time you went after, well, UA, especially All Might. All those villains were easily defeated. Not just by All Might and the UA faculty, but also by Class 1A as well. Sure, one student did basically drop out, but that's not really a win when all the other heroes were able to defeat them. So you have to have a better plan than that, Master Tomura." Which soon Shigaraki couldn't help but smile, as it's not that of a devious smile, but just a plain regular smile. With soon saying, "The first time we went after UA, I thought we could handle them easily with all the pawns we throw at them. And not only that, with the Nomu as well. The Nomu being our secret weapon and our most powerful gear / weapon as well. But little did we know, all of our team was basically under level as hell. And because of that, we were beaten so easily, effortlessly at that. But with the people that you brought, Deku, we'll now be able to attack UA with quite a bit of quantity, especially with people who already have quite a bit of skills and notoriety from their actions all across Japan. So I think we have nothing to worry about. Plus, knowing you'll be part of the team, part of the attack." But soon, Shinso's eyes began widening, saying, "Boss, are you serious? You're going to be with the Vanguard Action Squad as well? I didn't know about this." Soon saying, "I was planning on telling you guys when you head back to the base. However, Tomura did ask me to bring you here." But soon, Shigaraki looks at Shinso, with Shinso looking quite interested in what Shigaraki has to say. But soon saying, "We're going to attack the camp. Now, your camp, actually." But soon, Shinso's wise-eyed and he's saying, "That's actually not a bad plan. If anything, what are you gonna do? Kill all the campers from Class 1A to Class 1B?" Soon, Shigaraki saying, No, nothing like that. Our plan is more of that of a scare tactic, and to gain more, and to show on what happens when villains are able to find the next generation of heroes effortlessly like it's nothing. But soon, Izuku saying, quite an amazing plan. It puts the fear in Hero Society and also the parents as well, thinking that UA, one of the most prestigious and most greatest hero academies, can be touched even by the League of Villains, no matter what. Genius. With soon saying, but also the other objective is, you're going to kidnap a student named Katsuki Bakugo. With hearing this, Izuku spits out his drink and begins coughing profusely. With soon, Kurogiri saying, Master Deku, are you okay? With soon Shinto saying, Boss, you... With then Izuku basically breaking the glass cup in his hands, saying, are you out of your mind, Tomura? With soon saying, but Katsuki Bakugo, you plan on kidnapping that bastard? Out of everyone at UA, you want to kidnap him? Why? With then, soon Shinso was actually quite taken back by this, with saying, "Oh my god, I didn't think that the boss would be this pissed. I've never seen him angry before. And not only that, for some reason he's emitting so much bloodlust, it's terrifying. I feel like I can barely even breathe." With soon, even Shigaraki getting overwhelmed by this, saying, as he soon tries to clear his throat, saying, "You've seen him during the sports festival, right? He's quite threatening. He's quite aggressive and angry. Not only that, he shows more qualities of a villain than a hero. Don't you agree?" But soon, Izuku calming down and then releasing a lot of his bloodlust, saying, "You're not wrong. He acts more like a villain than he does a hero. He's arrogant. He's self-absorbed. He's quite the bastard that will basically tell a quirkless kid to go kill themselves. But there's one thing that you didn't account for. He has the heart of a hero more than anything." But soon hearing this, everybody was taken back. But soon he's saying, "Katsuki Bakugo idolizes All Might. And I mean he idolizes him. He may not want to admit it and he may not show it, but he cares more about being a hero more than anything." But soon Shinso saying, "Why do you say that, boss? Hell, I'm in the same class as, Bakugo, and all I've seen is quite him being an arrogant piece of shit. Hell, because of that, he actually failed in the final exam. He tried to beat All Might and he lost. Due to that, him and Todoroki are basically forced to take remedial classes. And it's actually quite sad, really. The person that got the highest in the sports festival and actually won, and the son of the number 2 hero can't even work together. It's so pathetic, really." But soon, he's saying, "That's because he's an arrogant piece of shit that thinks he can handle things on his own. However, he wants to be a hero more than anything. He strives to become a hero more than anything. However, he doesn't think about his actions to actually reach that dream. He's willing to step on anybody to do so. But still, he'll do whatever it takes to become a hero, no matter what. But hearing that he's forced to take remedial classes, that actually makes things a lot more easier. If anything, we could use this to our advantage." With soon, Izuku saying, "You never told us on where the camp is going to be, Shinso." But then saying, "That's the thing. I have no idea. They want to keep it a secret so badly to a point that they won't tell us where it's going to be." But soon, Shigaraki saying, "Damn it. So we're back at square one after all." But soon, Izuku saying, "Not necessarily. Shinso, did they say that you can bring your phones to the campus?" Soon saying, "Yeah, they did." Saying, "Well then, you need to use a different type of phone." With then, he brings out another phone and tosses it to Shinso, saying, "That phone has a disclosed number on it. Once you use it, it will delete itself. And not only that, people won't even know that it's not even your phone. And plus, once they try and start hacking into it, it explode. It's more of an invention that Dr. Ujiko created." But soon, Shinso saying, "Wow, really? It's more of a way to contact you guys, and if I ever get caught, just letting you know." But soon, Shinso saying, "Thanks, boss. I'll let you know once we reach the camp." Saying that goes for you, Boss Shigaraki. But soon saying, "Yeah, thanks." But then Shinso leaving the bar and heading out. But then Izuku basically sitting back on the bar. He looks at his hand, realizing, I didn't get any glass shards in my hand. Guess it must be due to well, altercation to my body, thanks to Dr. Uchiko. Thinking to himself, am I even human anymore? As he looks up to the ceiling of the bar, with soon Korgir saying, Master Deku, with soon saying, given that you basically had an outburst at me, of all people, basically shows that you're more human than you give yourself credit for, Deku. But soon, he's saying, wait, seriously? With then thinking, just because you act cold, calculating, and heartless, doesn't mean you're not as human. If you can have an outburst like that and actually feel frustrated at something, then that basically makes you human. Remember that, kid. But soon, Izuku saying, thanks, Tomura. As Izuku gives off that of a smirk, with soon Shigaraki saying, whatever, I'm just saying what I thought, that's all. Then, the memory soon flashes out, with soon Izuku getting up, being called from Sarah, saying that Dr. Uchiko wants to meet with him. With soon Izuku meeting the good doctor, with asking what he asked what the doctor wishes of him. With soon Uchiko tells him that he needs him to get a special support item from Island actually. With soon Izuku saying, a special support item from Island? What would that be? As Dr. Uchiko soon says that it's an item that will allow somebody to magnify their quirks. With soon Izuku saying, so it's a quirk drug? With soon Uchiko saying, haha, nothing like that, my boy. It's actually a device that can amplify a quirk without any drugs nor destruction to the person's brain or cellular tissue. With soon Izuku saying, now that's actually quite something. With then telling him that All For One and I have already created a small team to go confiscate it, mostly because we were called by a certain someone on the island to orchestrate an attack on the island. With soon he's saying, who was the contact? With then saying, David Shields himself. With soon he's saying, seriously? All Might's first sidekick is literally asking us to bring villains, saying he doesn't know that the real reason that they're on their island is to kidnap the device. But in case things basically turn for the worse, I need you to gain at least some blueprints of it. Even if you can't get the device, gain some schematics, blueprints. Do what you can, whenever you can. Soon, Izuku saying, as you wish, Dr. Uchiko. But I'm going to need at least 2 people to help me on this job. Knowing the person that you get, they may screw up. By any chance, what's their name? But soon, Dr. Uchiko saying, Wolfram. The person that's in charge of this mission is Wolfram. But soon saying, Wolfram, huh? Well then, whatever. If a case he messes up, I like to be more prepared than anything. As for the 2 people I'm bringing with me, that will be Sarah, of course, since she is my caretaker after all. And also, Himiko Toga. She'll be grateful, useful in this job. As Izuku couldn't help but smile at this. With soon telling Sarah and Toga about this, Toga couldn't help but be excited that she's going on a vacation with Izuku. With Izuku basically scratching her bubble that it's not actually a vacation, it's a job. With soon Sarah basically bowing, saying, I am always ready to follow your orders, Master Deku. But soon Izuku parents saying, next week we're heading to Island, so prepare. Within the week goes by as Izuku basically heading to Island. Not only that, he also found out that Shinso will also be going to Island as well, alongside Class 1A after all. With it being something like that of a, well, summer vacation thing after all. But soon arriving on the island, as both Izuku, Sarah, and Himiko are somewhat in disguises, or not really that much. With Izuku basically wearing that of a sleeveless hood, sweatshirt with having sunglasses over his eyes. With even Sarah wearing that of a white dress, and Toga basically wearing that of a actually casual uniform, with also wearing a sun hat and sunglasses as well. But soon, with Wolfram's team, as soon Wolfram saying, "Be lucky I brought you along on this, Deku. After all, if it wasn't All for One told me that that you want to be here, in case things mess up." But soon, he's saying, knowing that Class 1A is here, things might mess up, so be prepared. Not only that, if you saw down there, it looks like All Might's here as well, so we have things might cut out for us. With soon saying, even with All Might here, we have nothing to worry about. Not only that, I did gain a quirk from All for One and Dr. Ujiko after all, so nothing to worry. With then saying, alright team, let's head out and prepare. With soon, Sarah and Toga were about to follow. With soon, Izuku stopping both girls, saying, nothing like that, you two. We're going to be following our own path. No, things won't go exactly as planned, as I've known. So we need to prepare for Plan B. Toga, you already know what Plan B is, don't you? But soon, she couldn't help but show her toothy smile. But soon saying, yep, I got it. With then, Izuku's looking at Sarah saying, Sarah, yes, I understand. Then, smiling, saying, well then, let's make sure that we come back with something instead of nothing. With then, the three leaving. As the day goes by, and also Wolfram preparing his plan with his team and everything. As for Izuku and Sarah, they're basically on the top of Island's main control tower with the helicopter that Wolfram and his team are supposed to go on with David Shields. But then, thinking to himself, Wolfram should be here by now. We should make sure that everything goes as planned. However, Plan B is already on wraps, thanks to all the commotion in the tower. But soon, Sarah saying, I understand. Within contacting Toga, seeing if she's already in David Shields' office. It's soon she's saying, yep, and already going through his computer to find any of the blueprints on that certain device. But soon she's saying, hey, Deku, did the doctor ever told you what it was, though? But soon, Izuku saying, personally, not really. Just look for something that looks like it would be amplify the quirks, or something like that. With soon she's saying she found it, and then downloading the blueprints for it. As at first, it seemed like it had a powerful firewall. Before, the flash drive that she used to gain the data had a virus that got through it, courtesy of La Brava, actually. But soon she's saying, I got it. With then saying, great. Now, Sarah, bring Toga here. Soon saying, as you wish. Then creating a slash portal within Toga coming right out, saying, I'm here. And then handing Izuku the flash drive. Soon saying, now this should be fun. Within, tons of shaking began going around the tower. As soon thinking, well, looks like things are starting to begin. With soon somebody coming up to the coming to the top as the elevator doors opened. But soon, Izuku walking to Wolfram with David's shields in hand and everything. With soon saying, "You got the case with it?" With soon Wolfram saying, "Yeah, right here. And it looks like we have no reason for Plan B after all." Soon Izuku saying, "Excellent." Within walking to Wolfram, placing a hand on his shoulders, saying, "You've done well, Wolfram. Truly. I guess Plan B had no reason for it." What soon Wolfram couldn't help but smile, as then he felt a stabbing pain through his gut. What soon it being Izuku's sword. What soon looking at the green-eyed boy with his rebreather and already his voice distorted and everything, saying, "You served your purpose for the League. Well done." With then pulling out his sword and then grabbing the suitcase. With then David Shields looking at this in surprise, with him saying, He's taking my device for All Might." But soon trying to stand up, even though he was just shot. With soon he tries rushing at Izuku. With then Izuku pointing his sword at his neck, saying, "David Shields, you're quite the well-respected support creator, and you have quite the name for yourself. And I can understand where you're coming from for trying to create this device. It's for All Might, was it not?" With soon he's actually surprised. With then Izuku saying, "This device to be wasted on a bastard like him. So I'll be taking it and putting it for good use." With soon Izuku's wings began to extend. With soon he can't help. He flies off. Within All Might, and not just All Might, but also Mirio as well, see the scene. As soon saying, "David!" Within he looks and sees David shocked and also Wolfram basically stabbed on the ground. Within Wolfram looking at Izuku, trying to activate his quirk. Within a pillar of pure metal heading to Izuku as he plans on flying off. Within a dimensional slash actually appears between Izuku and the metal, as then it was sent flying right back at Wolfram below him, sending him downwards and also killing him in the process. Within Izuku saying, "Damn fool, you should have not done that." Within him tossing the suitcase to Toga, within grabbing both girls and then flying off. Soon All Might looking at this saying, "What the hell is going on? Are they betraying one another? The villains?" Soon saying, "But that's not what's important. What's important is stopping them." As soon saying, young Toga, but soon saying, "Right, All Might." As both the symbol of peace and his successor head to Izuku and his teammates. Within Izuku saying, "Damn fools, you really expect you can keep up with me flying? You may have superhuman agility with One for All, you idiots, but even you can't jump this high and jump this far without falling." But soon he basically flaps his wings as high and as fast as he can out of Island's range. Within the two heroes are about to fall before, Bakugo and also Uraraka actually catching the two heroes. Within literally surprised, but soon Bakugo looks at what just happened and the person that flew off. Within Izuku basically out of I Island's area range. But soon he finds a small yacht in the distance, saying, "Well, there's our rendezvous area." Then they land on the small yacht, with Soon saying, "Sorry, we took so long." Soon walking to the person on the yacht, as it being that of Gurren, saying, "Not at all, Deku. If anything, I have to owe you. If anything, you got me quite the information scoop on I Island now." Soon saying, "Hey, us informants need to stick together after all." But soon the two couldn't help but smile, with Soon saying, "Hey, time to head back now." With telling the person basically piloting the ship to head back to Japan. Soon, Izuku refolding his wings back into his body, walking to his two teammates, thanking him for them working together and helping him with the mission. But soon, Himiko saying that she's always willing to help out Izuku and and hopes that she can gain a reward for this. But soon, Izuku basically saying, like, "Let me guess, you want my blood, by any chance?" But soon, she basically shaking her head profusely while blushing like crazy. But soon, Izuku saying, "I'll give you a pint of my blood if you want, once we get back. For now, just relax." But soon, the messy bun girl couldn't help but squeal like that of a schoolgirl that she is. But soon, Sarah basically having the same stoic face as always, saying, "Thanks again, Sarah, for protecting me from Wolfram." But soon, saying, "As always, Master Izuku, I will do whatever you say." It soon saying, "Nah, I mean it this time. I really appreciate it. I mean, I could have used overload to, absorb the kinetic energy from the attack, but I didn't want to scuff up my villain costume. And besides, I didn't want to waste my time fighting as well. So for that, I really had to thank you. I really do mean it." But soon, Sarah's eyes began widening. But soon, under her black mask, as she couldn't help but actually say, "Thank you, Lord Izuku." But then, the villains heading back to Japan. As the week at Island goes by, and then soon everything goes to crazy. What's so crazy that, I don't know what to say. Soon after, news of the device that David showed created, being a quirk amplification device, soon spread like wildfire. As then, the great here, and also about him orchestrating the entire attack on I Island to get the device back, but soon betrayed by the very villains he hired, and also being stolen by another group of villains, which nobody can understand what happened. With that, things weren't going any easier for Hero Society whatsoever. With them, the weeks now go by as everybody in Class 1A is now back on the mainland as they head to the summer camp. With hearing that, Izuku and the Vanguard Liberation Squad are now on standby before getting confirmation. Then he begins talking to his own team, that being the Termination Squad. As he talks to them, saying that they won't be joining them on this mission. But soon, both Lady Nagant and Gentle Criminal began actually wondering why this. But soon, Izuku tells them that they are a secret squad. If they found out about them, then the League loses their element of surprise. And not only that, but this mission is more on inflicting fear on Hero Society. Give them a false sense of security. We did that with I Island, but this is time, it's going to be serious because it will be on UA's watch when they're trying their best to be discreet. With soon Lady Nagant saying, "You can be quite twisted." With soon Izuku saying, "This ain't my plan. This is Master Tomura's plan instead." With soon Gentle saying, "He can be quite scary in a way. I'm actually surprised that you're willing to follow him so effortlessly and so easily." With soon Labrava saying, "He actually is really creepy at that. Honestly, I wouldn't be more surprised that you should be more leading the league, if anything, boss." No. With soon Izuku saying, "I'll take that as a compliment, Labrava, but if you say that to anyone else of the league, especially that of young Master Tomura, you may lose your head." But soon she gulping and kind of terrified as she holds her neck actually. But soon Lady Nagant saying, "So, you'll be leading the attack?" Saying, "Yeah, they're already be prepared for me, so." And not only that, I'm the one keeping the Vanguard Action Squad as together after all. If I'm not the one there, they'll just screw up and basically do their own damn thing. And we can't have that. We need to be efficient after all. Soon, hearing this, Lady Nagant couldn't help but smile, saying, "You're something else, Midoriya. Trying to keep people together, and yet you're not afraid to use them if need be. But you still see the value in them, and you don't demoralize them any less. For that, honestly, I really am glad that you're the one in charge of this team, and that you're the one that basically showed me that there's something better out there besides this current hero society." But soon, Izuku saying, "I'm glad I can, Lady Nagant." But soon saying, "Now, like I said, stay on standby. And besides, there's something else I need you guys to do once this whole summer camp fiasco comes to an end." But soon, the members of his team couldn't help but actually, come out is surprised. But then, the UA's for Class 1A and Class 1B summer camp finally begins, with the first 2 days actually go off with no problems whatsoever. However, it's the second day on the night that actually where everything begins to show, as soon Izuku and the Vanguard Action Squad begin their attack. However, there will be some little differences about this attack actually. For example, Mustard won't be using the same pistol that he used against Kendo and Tetsu. Instead, Izuku gave him special made gloves that allow him to manipulate the gas so effortlessly, and even manipulate the gas to become that of solid. Not only that, Toga will also be taking her job way much more seriously too. She'll be glad to make some new friends, but she wants to make sure that she makes Izuku more happy than anything. So, she'll actually gain more blood besides just Uraraka's, possibly even Tsuyu's as well. Within, there's Dabi's role, as he, instead of just creating flames, he would actually spread the fires around way much more than normal. He would want to create one huge ass forest fire, so it would be hard for any of them to escape. Next up, we got Spinner. As for Spinner, he'll still take his job and preach the words of Astain basically effortlessly. However, as for that giant ass sword that he welded together with tons of other swords, yeah, let's get rid of that. And Izuku giving him 2 new swords actually, with the swords made out of material that's pretty strong and light as a feather actually. With this, he can actually handle himself way much more faster than lugging around a giant ass sword. And plus, with no interruption from Izuku, he won't be trying to save anyone. He'll actually be taking his job seriously as part of the league, and mostly and keep Mandalay and Tiger at bay. With the next up, that being twice, he still will create clones of the league members, but also create clones of himself so they can create clones of all the other league members too. And Compress will still actually capture Bakugo with no problems whatsoever. But however, Izuku would also tell him to capture only Bakugo, no other members of Class 1A or Class 1B, just so they can make it easier and won't have any, painful altercations as well. As for Moonfish, let's just say he just does his own thing, if anything. And if he doesn't start listening, or if he does his own thing and give into his bloodlust and cannibalistic tendencies, then we just leave him for the heroes to deal with and don't even bring him back, which actually ends up happening, to be honest. As for Magna, she doesn't really change anything. Her personality doesn't really change that much. You could just say she's more, devoted to keeping Tiger and everyone else at bay. As for Izuku, let's just say he deals with Aizawa and Vlad King, with the two hero teachers trying to take out the fallen angel enforcer of the League of Villains. However, he basically, makes fun of them in a way, dancing around their attacks like it's nothing. Even his sword is able to cut through Aizawa's capture scarf. Not only that, using Overlord, he's able to break through Vlad King's, blood control attacks, actually. So, yeah. So, to be honest, he tires them out to the point on where he blinds Aizawa temporarily and also knocks out Vlad King by breaking his arms at that too. But soon, Izuku placing his foot on Aizawa's chest, as Aizawa's trying his best to remove it, saying, "Why are you doing this?" With Izuku basically having his voice modded, saying, "It's not my job to complain. I'm just following my orders, that's all." Any rate, but soon, Compress comes out of the remedial classroom with a marble in his hands, saying, Good. Within contacting Kurogiri to get everyone else out of there. Within, Izuku can say, "This has been fun. To be honest, personally, I wouldn't want to attack you guys, but a job's a job, and that's it." But soon, entering the portal, within everyone else of the league getting into the portals as well, except Moonfish, who actually got his ass kicked by Tokuyami, actually. As for Koda, because I know some of you may be asking about him, let's just say he'll make a return one day, but not today. Then the job now ended, with the league now celebrating Bakugo's capture. Within, Izuku saying, "Hey, Compress, you mind me seeing that marble with Bakugo inside?" Soon, Compress saying, "Oh, of course, boss. Here you go." But soon, Izuku looks into the marble as he sees an unconscious Bakugo, thinking to himself, Kachan, who knew that we would meet each other like this also again. But, to be honest, you kind of had this coming, don't you think? Because you keep on acting like a villain. You're so damn aggressive to the point that you made people believe that you could become a villain because of your attitude. But I know deep down, you really want to become a hero so badly. But personally, why should you become a hero when I had to become a villain? Even though our ideas are so different, I want to make a world a better place, while only you want to reach the top. It's honestly so annoying, so different on how heroes and villains should act. But then, tossing the marble back to Compress, saying, once we've done celebrating tonight, put him in some capture cuffs. And Shigaraki, do what you want with him. I'm guessing that you probably want Master All for One to hit him with a mind control quirk and make him submit to us. Soon saying, so you're already that ahead of time. Well, it figures, but soon he's saying, but also, as he soon gathers everyone's attention, saying, be prepared when the heroes show up, because knowing them, they won't take this laying down. They'll do whatever they can to get Bakugo. So, if we do get found out, make sure that you're all prepared to strike and prepared for anything to come. Even expect All Might to be busting through these walls at the heat of the moment. Is that understood? But soon, everybody nodding and saying yes. But soon saying, all right. So, let's back to having fun. As Izuku says this with that of a smile. In the hospital where Vlad King and Aizawa are in the same hospital room, as he gives out the sketch on the person that attacked them, being that of a green-haired boy that looked like the same age as their students, 15 to 16 years old, with soon All Might saying, are you sure it can't be Izuku Midoriya? But then Aizawa saying, personally, I can't really say for sure not. Like I said, I don't even know what Izuku Midoriya really looks like. But he also had his voice modulated too. So if it is him, and if he did become a villain, personally, I think that's all on you, All Might. But soon, Vlad King saying, Eraser, I think that's going a little too far. But soon, as I was saying, are you kidding me? I looked at the old news coverage when you brought up Izuku Midoriya at the meeting, and when I was caught up to speed. A quirkless kid, basically abused ever since he in elementary school, all the way to junior high. He was in the incident with the sledge villain that you saved. But then there was a news interview with the heroes and even the reporters basically criticized the kid for his actions. Personally, I would have done the same thing, but I wouldn't have basically called him exactly useless. In a way, he actually used techniques that all heroes should use in hostage situations like that. But instead, they didn't work because he was a quirkless, or he didn't have the proper support gear. In a way, this is basically our fault. Our fault as heroes for not trying to actually understand the situation. It kind of pisses me off, in a way. But soon, All Might clenches his fist, feeling that of defeat. Within, Principal Nezu walks into the door saying, I think we shouldn't be fighting amongst each other, especially amongst our teachers. But soon, with them all saying Principal Nezu, with soon saying, we've already located the League of Villains using the information that the police and even the tracker that Miss Yaoyorozu created. So the heroes and the police will coordinate attack on the League of Villains, and also on a second location where their base or another base is. So, are you ready, All Might? But soon, All Might takes a deep breath, saying, yes, I am. I'm the one who made this mess when creating young Midoriya. If I basically said anything else, or even tried my best to say something else, maybe, just maybe, this all could be avoided in some way. but there's no point of saying on how this should have acted. But now I need to say it. I need to say, I am here. Within, All Might transforms into his buff form, and tonight is the night where the League of Villains tried to convince Bakugo to join the League, and even showed the same, interview between a recovering Vlad King and Aizawa and Principal Nezu and everything else. With soon, Izuku looks at the TV as it's soon turned off, and then glances at Bakugo as he still has his rebreather on, with soon Bakugo glaring daggers at Izuku, saying he might have already figured out it's me, even with the rebreather on hiding my freckles. So what? Doesn't matter. With then Shigaraki and everyone else of the League basically giving out their own 2 cents about, what's happened, and about Hero Society, and why they want Bakugo to join. And with Mustard there, he even gives out his own opinion as well. But soon, Shigaraki basically tells Twice to remove the shackles from him. But soon, Twice saying, "Wait, are you serious? Okay, why?" With then Izuku saying he wants him to show that he's a member of us no matter what. No, go ahead, do it. I want to see what kind of action he'll take. But then Twice basically going to Bakugo's handcuffs and then releasing him as he soon basically creates an explosion at Twice and then rushes right at Izuku, grabbing him by his collar, but soon saying, "Why the hell are you hiding behind that damn mouth guard of yours, Deku? I know it's you. I know it's really you. So answer me. Why the hell are you a villain?" But soon, Izuku doesn't say anything, saying, "Yes, my name is Deku, but this is the first time we're officially meeting, Bakugo. So, you plan on rebelling against us? Or you really don't plan on joining us? What's it going to be? Because you're basically outnumbered and outgunned. So I wouldn't do anything more stupid and irrational as you already have." Soon, Bakugo saying, "Damn it." Then, everybody, with soon Shigaraki saying, "Deku, remove your blade from his neck, would you? And everyone else, put your weapons down and deactivate your quirks." Then, Spinner saying, "If this brat thinks he can threaten Deku, Stain's successor, he's got another thing coming." With soon Izuku saying, "Spinner, lower your weapons like Shigaraki said. That's an order." With soon Spinner resheaths his swords, saying, "If you say so, Deku." With then Toga doing the same thing with her knives. Soon, a couple minutes later, that's when All Might soon busts through the wall, as then Kamui Woods and Gran Torino soon show up as well. With then with soon Izuku basically knocks Bakugo back on his and then releasing his wings and bringing out his sword to cut Kamui Woods' wood from capturing everybody around the league, around the bar. With soon saying, "Like I said, they would show up and at any time." But then Kamui Woods, eyes widening, saying, "He cut through my lacrima chain prison so effortlessly like it was nothing? But how?" With Izuku having at least a bit of, kinetic energy stored up in his body before he came to the bar tonight. But soon, like he said, he had to be prepared for anything to happen. But then the other League of Villains members began getting ready. But then, soon, Dabi saying, So we're seriously fighting against the number one hero and a couple other pros, would soon compress saying, well, the boss did say something like this could happen, so we did need to be prepared. With then Toga getting close to Izuku and preparing her knives, as Izuku saying, you don't need to protect me, Toga, I can handle myself. Her saying, even so, I still want to protect you, my precious Deku. With then saying, I appreciate that. However, it's my job to protect all of you. With soon Shigaraki saying, what do you mean? But then, then he presses a button on his rebreather, saying, Doctor, Master, now! With soon, sludge begins coming out of all their mouths, with then everybody begin teleporting, with Sue, even Korogiri as well, with then All Might saying, what the? When did... But this isn't Korogiri's quirk. With soon Gran Torino saying, is it his quirk? Is it this boy's? But soon he uses his quirk to rush right at Izuku at full speed. However, Izuku using his wings to basically block the old pro back like it was nothing, but only one of his wings. With then saying, that all you got, old man? Don't underestimate me so easily. With then soon saying, at least everybody's out. Now, heroes, allow me to introduce myself personally, as I'm pretty sure you all probably know about me on the internet. The name is Deku, member of the League of Villains, and successor of Stain. So, should we have a little fun? Heroes? Within, everybody is quite on nerve. However, one person walks up to Izuku, as it being Bakugo, saying, Deku, we're not done talking. We're not done here. But soon, Izuku saying, Bakugo, sorry, but we are done here. Within, sludge soon begins coming out of his mouth too. Within, All Might seeing is saying, Young Bakugo, no! As he soon rushes at the Ashen Blonde, however, was too late. Soon saying, aw, what's the matter, All Might? Sad that you couldn't save one of your students? You know, for the number one hero, you can't really keep any promises and can't really save anyone the way you are now, after all. But soon saying, Izuku Midoriya? Soon saying, I'm sorry, my name is Deku, not Izuku Midoriya. So I guess you got me confused with somebody else, sir. Soon feeling annoyed at the greenette teen, but then saying, but I'll take each and every one of you on if it means protecting my comrades, protecting my friends, no matter what it takes. So, symbol of peace, upcoming Kamui Woods, and pro I don't know, even you, Edshot, bring it. I'll take you all on, if it means protecting the league. But soon, something begins to shine outside, as it being that of a powerful fire blast. As then, Izuku was able to bring out his wings at the right moment to guard himself from it, as he begins feeling like he's burning up. However, he's absorbing quite a bit of the flames into his overload quirk, with then soon Izuku basically feeling a little bit burned on his wings, then thinking, seriously, Endeavor of all people? I didn't expect him to actually work together with anyone but himself or his own sidekicks. I guess some people can change if it means that they can basically get a one-up on their rival after all. Soon, he noticed that All Might actually was gone, saying, what the hell? Where the hell did... Saying, damn it, He must have gone after. But soon Izuku was about to leave the bar as Kamui Woods and Edgeshot alongside Gran Torino was about to attack Izuku. However, Izuku was able to dodge their attacks effortlessly and then knock Kamui's back with just his backhand and then kicked Gran Torino into the wall, onto the ceiling, with soon even cutting Edgeshot on his chest, saying, "I won't let that bastard go!" With then, two other people began to show up, as one person wielding that of a feather blade, and another person just dashing through the building like it was nothing, and then knocks Izuku on the back of the head, with soon Izuku being knocked to the ground, with one of them saying, "Sorry I'm late, but I always did want to meet my evil doppelganger in a way." Soon thinking, "Deku, right? Sorry, but your evil ends here." As it being Hawks and Lemillion. Soon Izuku thinking, "You've got to be kidding me." With soon Izuku stands back up, thinking, "Seriously? All Might's successor and the number 3 hero? This is going to be quite the annoying fight, especially if I had to deal with Endeavor as well. It's a good thing I don't really need to." With soon, multiple Nomus begin to appear outside, taking on the police, as then they begin to distract Endeavor. As then Izuku began to think, "So, now I just have to deal with you two. Well then, bring it on." As he prepares his blade and his wings begin to extend, with soon thinking, "Come on, show me what you bastards, you damn heroes can do!" With Izuku having a smile through his breather. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And also, this isn't over yet. This is just the only half of it. Like I said, I want to go through the entirety of Season 3. And the Two Heroes movie is part of Season 3 after all. So, yeah. Anyway, expect the second part of Part 3 in the next couple of days or so. Also, check out my Discord and gaming channel. Links to be in the description below. So with that said, this is Mooky, signing out. Later, guys.
Hi everyone, this is White Fox. If you liked Leon's video, click the video on the left to see the most recent one. And if you want to see more of this, click the subscribe button and notification bell. And check out his playlists. If you still haven't subscribed, do so in the center. With that said, I hope to see you again on my love's channel. Bye!